Hello, welcome to this guide through signing up for being a history major at the University of Windsor. I'm just going to talk over a few of the slides in this PowerPoint to make it real clear and easy for you to get yourself into a history major in the coming semester at Windsor. So first of all, fall term, first year coming up. This is what we're going to be doing. I'm going to be telling you what courses to get yourself into. First and foremost, there is one and only one required first year course in history. It's this one right here, History 1030, Past to Present, Understanding History. This is a course in which it's only people like you, history majors only. There's no one else from other departments sitting in this. There's no poli-sci major interested in taking a history course, none of that. It's just the 40 to 50 first year, first term history majors that are going to be in this class with you. Beyond that, you're going to be split further each week into small groups of just 5 to 7 or 8 of you with your own mentor. This mentor is a 3rd or 4th year history undergrad who took this course a couple of years ago and wanted to be a mentor because they got so much out of having a mentor in their very first semester at the University of Windsor. Each week, you and your group will talk to that mentor about what's going on in this course and other courses, how you're handling your workload, how should you prepare for a midterm exam, et cetera, all kinds of things you'll be discussing with fellow history majors and this mentor who's been through it all already. And you'll be learning all the basics of how to do history at the university level. So this is a course we designed specifically for you, the person coming in for the first time, transitioning from high school into university, all the things that I wish someone had told me when I was a first year university student, we've put into this course. So this one you have to sign up for, so make sure you do that one. Beyond that, the next 2 courses we're going to look at are the other 2 first year history courses that are offered. You can take, we recommend that you take one of them, but you can also take both of them if you want in your first semester. So the first one is this one here, History 1130, Europe Encounters the World. Okay, you can see those dates. This is Europe's encounter across the Mediterranean with Islam. And it's a popular course. There'd be about 100 students in this course. And it's pretty straightforward what kind of material you're going to be going over with. Topics that are very big in the world today that are very interesting to learn the early elements of that history that we have today. So that would be one. The other course you could take is this, History 1230, the world in the 20th century. If you know your history, looking at those dates are going to tell you this is going to be a rather eventful course, right? World War I and World War II. Okay, it's history of the world. And this one tends to have more like 150 students in it. For this course and that early modern history course that we just looked at, you will have 2 one-hour lectures per week, and the 3rd hour of the course will be meeting in a small group with about 10 to 20 other students where you have discussion. So for each of these first year courses, you'll have 2 one-hour sessions of being lectured to while you sit in a large room with 100 to 150 other students. And then you'll be broken up for the third meeting in the week just to discuss the readings and the lectures in smaller groups. So one or both of those courses we recommend you take. Next, we have this course, which everyone you know going into this faculty, whether they're in poli-sci, English, whatever, everyone has to take this course, okay? Effective writing. This is a course in which we make sure that no matter what you learned in high school, everybody is at the same level when it comes to being able to write papers. That's what you do as a history major. You read and you write, okay? And so this course, conducted online for the most part, there it is. You're going to learn lots of basic stuff, go over your grammar and all kinds of things that you think you learned in high school, but often forget. This is a course you have to take. And then finally, your electives. Electives are a really fun part of university. Every semester when I was an undergrad, I'd take the history course or 2 or 3 that I needed to take. But then I looked around at everything else that was available. Sometimes I'd take a philosophy course, sometimes political science course, sometimes English literature, whatever looked interesting to me. So this is to get breadth to your degree, okay? Not just narrow history, but learning lots of other stuff along the way. So only half of your degree is going to be history courses. The other half are going to be various other things that are interesting to you. So right here in your first semester, it's recommended that you take either a social science course, and you can see through your calendar which courses are listed as social sciences, like political science, okay, or sociology, anthropology, and perhaps a language course or even a science course. Ultimately, you're going to have to take a couple of language courses and or science courses over your 4 years if you're a history major. You might want to knock one out right here in the first semester. You don't have to. This is a recommendation, okay? If it works for you and you want to maybe take a beginning French course because you still remember some French from high school, maybe that makes sense. But this is not, you don't have to do this. You could easily, for your first semester, take that mandatory history class, take both other first year history classes, take your effective writing class, and then take one elective, okay? Or drop one of those history classes and take 2 of the electives, be it in philosophy or wherever. Okay, so that's how you put together your first semester of classes here. We've got things listed out here, what I just went through, okay? Take 2 or even 3 of the first year history courses, take that effective writing, and then 1 or 2 of other courses, or what we sometimes call electives. Tips for planning a successful semester. I mean, right now you're building that timetable. What I learned early on is that you want a balanced timetable, okay? If you can, spread your classes across different days. There's nothing worse than having 3 tough classes in your schedule all happen on a Thursday, because there's going to be some Wednesday night in the semester when you have 3 big things that you have to get done for Thursday. Okay, so making sure that you don't have any specific day that's too loaded up with difficulty would be one plan. Another plan is know your own personal rhythms of your body. When are you functioning better? Some people are more morning people. Some people don't really get going till the afternoon. Those are things to think about when you're planning out your courses and your semester. Okay, a lot of what we just talked about are pretty much fixed times. Okay, so you're not going to have a lot of choice for those history courses, for instance. You want to take those history courses, those are fixed times for those first year history courses already. But for your elective, for instance, say you wanted to take that philosophy course, maybe it makes sense to look at when that philosophy course is during the day in order to plan an overall schedule for your week that is very different from high school. This is not 8 to 3 o'clock every day anymore, okay? This is an hour at 11:30 in the morning, and then another hour at 4 p.m., nothing the next day. It's very different from the high school schedule. So really think about that and what's going to work best for you. And overall, we're here to help, okay? You've got a link here. You can also simply go online and find the history department if you want to speak specifically to a history advisor. We have our undergraduate advisor. I'll tell you right now, his name is Dr. Teasdale, Teasdale, Dr. Teasdale. You can find him easily online through the history department, and he's there to answer any questions you have about what's coming up as a history major. So with that, we're all done, and I look forward to seeing you in September.